It's a 98. He won the lottery and died the next day. It's a black flag and your Chardonnay. It's a death row pardon. 2 minutes too late. Isn't it ironic? Don't you think? It's like rain on your wedding day. It's a free ride when you've already paid. It's a goodbye, so you just didn't take. If you guys isn't it ironic? Isn't it ironic? Isn't it ironic? Isn't it ironic? Well, life is a funny way of sneaking up on you. Where do you think everything's okay and everything's going right? Life is a funny way of helping you out. Where do you think everything's all wrong and everything's all up in your fly? It's like rain on your wedding day. It's a free ride when you've already paid. It's a goodbye, so you just didn't take. And who would have thought? The figures.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. It just started to spin for no reason. And I do think it's like what I could tell when I scrolled to the bottom. I think it was Steve's picture of that woman, the civilian. So anyway, we are back. Steve's Ghost, the sequel. Yeah, and there wasn't any like power outage or anything. It was just a total internet deal. Oh no. No. And we're back. Yeah, I don't know what happened. I have zero clue. No explanation of no email that said I super violated a copyright law or anything like that. So I don't know. Who knows? But hot or not, that one's not even the best Cannibal Corpse song. It's a fun song, but it's not that bad. But I am seeing reports now from the internet, from the lefties that are now like defending the Oddysey. They're like, it's not woke, guys. It's okay to see it. It's like, yeah, it's got Black Helena Troy and Elliot Page. But it's not, well, it's good. Go see it. Yeah. Go see it. It'll be great. Don't go see it. If you go see it, it's like I put this on the Twitter machine. If you go see it, you're teaching Hollywood that doing the race swapping shit and all the other garbage shit, even just little dribs and drabs of it, is okay, and you're totally fine with it. Voting with your dollar tells them otherwise. I was meaning to play this right here. Could that fucking thing walk down the steps any more awkwardly? It was like, and waddled over to that crowd of people to sign autographs or whatever. Jesus Christ. It's like, okay, remember Tom Hanks' movie Big? Remember at the end of Big when he turned back into the little kid, but he's still wearing grown-up clothes and he's running back to the house? That's what that was. That was Tom Hanks going home at the end of Big. No, I don't know what it was. No one, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe the tonsil globs did it. But I guess in good news, it got me caught up on the chat. God damn. On fucking Twitter, it shows like 100 people watched it. I mean, that could mean 100 people left and came. Well, not 100. Twitter's views are different. Like, I think if you like leave the page and come back, it counts it as a view. That shows that it has an awkward amount of high views on Twitter. Anyway.
Too late to try and apologize for my mistakes, but I just want you to know I hope he buys you flowers.
Achilles was a golden-haired Uber Chad near Demigod. Bad. Oof. Bad casting. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, and that's how you have to teach them. At the end of the day, it's like, no matter how, it's like in the inner cities, right? Where after all the BLM riots and all that shit, you know, they didn't want to take the bad press by like straight up pulling Targets and CVS's out of the inner cities in 2020 or in 2021. So they just put up with the shit. They took the bad hit. They took the loss leader. They keep those stores in those inner cities where they're getting, you know, shoplifted to death, looted to death, employees threatening employees, beaten up, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But eventually, a lot of them just started hitting the wall, and they just like not the wall that faced Hulk Hogan. That's the wall, brother. But eventually, a lot of them just hit the walls. Like, finally, fuck it. It's like, this is too much. It's like keeping this Target store here. There is no benefit. We've locked up our shit. Our employees are still getting harassed, beaten up, and it never ends. So they just start pulling their stores out of some of the inner cities. It's still going at a snail's pace. It should be a lot faster, but that's what Hollywood has to do too. It's like, if you make enough points with these stupid movies where you tell them, I'm not going to watch it. If you're going to put X, Y, and Z in your stupid movie, I'm not going to see it. And enough of us don't go see it, they'll learn their lesson and just avoid it. They'll be like, okay, America no longer has the white liberal guilt that it had in 2021, where we'll go watch everything to, you know, bend the knee to BLM and George Floyd and the LGTV community and this, that, and the other. You have to. You've got to beat them over the head with a steel pipe, and that steel pipe is your wallet by not going. So, but this is the movie that I think is like, it's going to be like a make or break one, in my opinion. If it clearly, easily makes back its money and it's a huge success, forget it. You're stuck for another 5 years of, like, you know, the next Hulk movie comes out, it'll be the Black Hulk. You know, next Iron Man that comes out will be transsexual Tony Stark. You know, so all you got to do is just not spend any money on it. And when it comes to HBO Max, don't watch it. Yeah, well, technically they did Black Iron Man in the 80s. Tony Stark in the mid 80s had heart surgery finally. So Rhodey Rhodes replaced Iron Man for a while, and it was actually Rhodey Rhodes that was in Secret Wars and not Tony Stark. But here's the thing, without me just taking the easy way out going, woke Mick Wilkerson, woke. They did that back then, but they actually came up with a storyline as to why. There wasn't like, you know, George Floyd or Rodney King in 1984 to where they said, "Oh, okay, we've got to do something. You know, we got to appease part of our community here. So who's taking one for the team? Oh, it'll be Iron Man." They actually came up with a reason. And it made sense. And I don't recall there being an uprising or anyone really caring at all because it made sense storyline wise. And then for a while there were two Iron Men. You know, Tony Stark, after recovery from heart surgery, alcoholism, and all that, he was in the silver and red costume, while Rhodey Rhodes was in the OG gold and red. That's my basic interpretation. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how to explain it. It's like the 80s and even the 90s when they did stuff like this, they didn't do it. They didn't do it as like on purpose as they do it today. Like no one on this earthly planet would say Elliot Page beat out hundreds of actual male actors for that role legitimately. Just like no one would say Randy Macho Man Savage as Strong Woman legitimately beat out all those athletes on the South Park episode. It's like that one is a clear like, oh, we've got to, you know, we need some representation in this stupid movie, so we're gonna put this person in that is a child wearing adult clothes. So and it doesn't make money is the thing. You get your woke tokens, but it doesn't make money. So yeah, you can get your woke tokens, and you'll get a 98% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes from the, you know, the actual accredited critics, but you're going to get a 0% score from the audience rating. You know, like the opposite of Citizen Vigilante. Hell, Citizen Vigilante, I think it got like a 6% critics rating, approval rating, but the audience score was like 98 because the world was just sick of sick of the shit that's happening over there. But no one will make anything of it. Finally, out of all the people on the planet, Uwe Boll, you know, pretty much regarded as far as like a big budget director, probably regarded as the worst director ever. Not the worst one ever. I mean, obviously you have studios that are smaller than Troma that have directors that made one film on an iPhone that is way worse than anything Uwe Boll, but that's a different category altogether. I didn't know. No, I didn't get any kind of email or nothing like that. I guess the software glitched. I'm looking at my dashboard and I ain't got shit. It's the same old, same old. I mean, the basic thing you do to avoid that is like you just don't play like music nonstop. You know, like if I played song after song after song after song after song after song, I'm eventually going to get that weird kind of strike. I guess had I guess I don't think it was a computer glitch. I think it was a software glitch. Yeah, we know. We talked about that the other day on the Final Bosses show. It's like I said, it's like I went into that movie, into the Spider Verse movie. I was like, I don't know what convinced me to watch it. Something did. I know what it was. It was the beginning of the pandemic. I was at home. I had just moved to a new location. I moved to a new location in the DFW area. So if you want to hear that story, which isn't gross or has me fucking or anything. So I was starting a new position at the same time that the pandemic and everything was about to happen. Right before I decided I wanted to move to a different spot of DFW, and then everything happened in like that week. Like the Friday before the pandemic, it seemed like everything was completely fucking normal here. And then Monday happens, and then everything is shutting down, even in Texas. And I was moving into my like new place like the first week of that goddamn pandemic, which made everything super awkward. So, and I've always been, good or bad. I don't know what you would call it. As far as like my possessions go, I'm not really tied to them too much, except for my computers and shit. But like TVs, I'll leave them. I'll just put them by the dumpster. Like whenever I move again, I'm gonna keep that love seat and that ottoman, that couch. That's going by the dumpster. So I don't care. It's just it's $500. It's you. Thank you for your service, but you're going by the dumpster. I'll just get a new one when I get to my new place. So I've always been kind of bad, good or bad with that. I'll just like, yeah, this is too much of a hassle to move this object. I'll just rebuy it once I get to my new place. So like, I just got the TV. Now I'm stuck at home. And now I'm getting paranoid because you're hearing all this stuff from the only source of news at the time was the left wing media, and they're basically telling you that it's lung AIDS. There's no recovery whatsoever. If you catch it, you're dead. You catch it, you're fucking dead. You're dead. The only thing you can do is barricade yourself inside of an apartment and talk to nobody. So, because that's the only news that we were getting at the time. Nobody knew that anything even moderate was censored at the time. Nobody knew. So I'm just staying at home, and that's why I even watched Into the Spider-Verse. It was available on whatever I had at the time. I guess HBO Max or whatever it was in 2020. Maybe it was HBO, maybe it was Max, maybe it was both. I was like, fuck it, it's something new to watch. So I watched it and I was like, okay. At the end of it, I was like, I don't agree with them doing it, but if you were going to do it, they wrote it so excellently. I was like, okay, all right. You wrote yourself out of a hole. I don't know why you would want to put yourself in a hole to begin with. To me, it was always like, okay, why would you chop one of your legs off and then jump into the creek? For the challenge of getting out of the creek, that didn't make any sense to me. Again, it's like you're wanting to appease an audience that doesn't spend money on your product. So let's just say it like this. It's like, okay, Like, so I'm going to see if I can character act here before my software kills me again. Like, I've got an idea. This is the corporate executives, okay? So play along with me. Hey there, I have an idea. And what's that? Well, you the dipshit that's going to create this for me. Maybe I'll do it like this. I'll show you on screen here. Have you a stupid idea? Now, my stupid idea is this. Is that echoing? I think it's echoing. I'm going to not do this. What we want to do, because it's 2020 and something just terrible happened, is we want to do our part to heal the nation. What's that? This isn't exactly what went down. So, you know, I'm using creative license, so I don't need anybody to tell me, well, actually, Into the Spider-Verse was filmed and written in 2000. I know. But we want to do our part, so we're going to make Black Spider-Man. Okay? Now that will help heal our nation. Oh, okay. That's great. Are we going to make any money off? Absolutely not. We're not going to make a fucking dime. Like, literally, nobody is going to buy this to see Black Spider-Man. We have less than 1% of our comic book purchasing audience is any minority whatsoever. And every day we have less and less people purchasing our comic books. Less and less day. Oh, so what are we going to get out of it? We're not going to get jack shit out of this except for woke tokens. The occasional blue-haired person like this side of me, the occasional blue-haired person will see how stunning and brave and powerful it was that we made Black Spider-Man. Oh, okay. I mean, is there any upside to this? None whatsoever. Like I said, we're going to alienate our dwindling audience, which is getting smaller every day. And they're going to leave in droves. But we'll be able to tell Time Magazine, you know, what we're doing for America. And in the future, we're going to have Black Captain America and transsexual Tony Stark. So that's my pretend version of what happened here. Oh, and guess what? We're going to have Spider-Punk at some point. Oh, wow. What's Spider-Punk? Well, you see, Spider-Punk is Antifa Spider-Man. That's right. He really is Antifa Spider-Man. And he's in a feud with someone called Ozzy Osbourne, who is a fascist leader. And Antifa Spider-Punk Spider-Man, he's super duper black and has dreadlocks. But you know what? He's hip and cool. He uses pronouns and plays a punk music guitar. You can just read the Spider-Punk Wikipedia page and just start vomiting in my goddamn my back over there. It's now Speeda. It's Tina Stark. Tina Stark uses she, her pronouns. Like I said, you know, I got to give him credit. I believe in being fair. That's why I've always said to Steve and everybody else, I won't dunk on Josh because I see a lot of good that he does. So I won't just dunk on somebody. Just like even these movies, I know why they made them. I know it was for woke tokens. But they did end up pulling the fucking plane up somewhat. Ugh, yes, that's what happened. Now that's an interesting point too. It's not about representation; it's about controversy. culture war is very profitable. Why advertise your movie when more arguing online? Ooh, that's good. That's, I wouldn't classify that as an ironic hot take. That very well could be like a good chunk of it. Like I could literally hear the jack-offs on Zoom on their board when they're talking about it. Like basically, it's like one of them at least said, "Hey, and here's another thing." There's going to be people that are going to hate this movie so much. It's going to push people into seeing it just to try to prove the people that hate it wrong. So there might be people that weren't like maybe turbo left, maybe like moderate left, and they hate anyone right. But they're really only kind of, and they didn't have any real plan to see this fucking thing anyway. But they're so annoyed by anyone that leans too far right that they're like, fuck it, I'm going to go see this stupid movie and more than likely say how great it is. Oh, God. Man, it's still, fucking nasty. It's like I remember it was like, God damn it, it's not really a McDonald's dumpster story. That fucking McDonald's dumpster, she liked that fucking Juno movie. God damn it. Even back then, I was like, man, I couldn't put it into words exactly. I was like, this fucking chick rubs me the wrong way. She just comes across as like in that movie, came across as like, how do you put it? Way too edgy for any teenage girl, especially during that era. No, there's no girl on the planet that was that funny, that smart ass, that anything, unless you're going to quote like American Psycho, except for ugly chicks. Oh, LL got the ass to leave a fuck. Oh, how remember in the beginning, like, they would show, like, the only videos you got were the anti-conservative videos, where it would show people just trying to shop at Walmart that didn't believe in wearing the mask, and then they would get, like, basically blocked by a bunch of, like, Walmart employees from going into the store, and it would turn into this big thing, and they were doing it to shame the guy that didn't want to wear the mask. And then later on, you just come to find out, it's like, oh, yeah. Yep. I remember there was I believe it was in Australia, where the cops, like, it was a woman, like, grabbed her almost like not a double choke slam, but a choke on both sides of her head and slammed her to the ground because she didn't want to wear her mask going into a store. I'm like, God damn. It's like, to think about how many lotteries most of us won by being in America. And I don't know if A. Thompson's still here. I'm not sure what Japan was like. I think A. Thompson was in Japan at that time. If he's in here, he would have to tell what it was like there. That doll's bottom is fine. I ain't showing it. It's a fine doll. Well, the Yellow Angels should have been. Well, you do, but now it's a dog whistle. The reason you see people with masks nowadays, it's their way of saying, I'm a liberal. I voted for Kamala. I'm definitely not a conservative. It's a way. It's almost like a Fight Club nod way of like trying to find your fellow people, So that's why you see it here. Because I don't know how media portrays like DFW and other parts of the country. But something I've never seen in real. I've never seen anyone wear like MAGA or Trump or anything like that in real life ever here, ever. So, except for rallies. I've seen them, not rallies where you get like pussy beef sandwiches, but at like conservative rallies, rah rallies. I've seen it there. I was at one at the beginning of 2020 when I was politically homeless. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. You know, I was still that, you know, that kid getting over the heartbreak of the McDonald's dumpster, and I'm all alone on this new side of DFW. And at City Hall, which is right outside of where I lived, they had like basically an anti-COVID rally. And I went to it just to see what the hell was going on. Actually, I got pictures from it that maybe, if there's any interest, I could show it some straight. I have them. They're easy to access, I think. Let me see how easy. Let me see if I can get them right now. I mean, they're not saved on my computer. I saved on my Amazon. I don't know if you all know this or not, but if you have Amazon Prime, you have truly unlimited photo backup. Like, you can literally have tens of trillions of photos. Unlike Google. Like, you know how by default your phone, almost by default, you have Google backup, but it's only like 10 gig or whatever. Don't use that. Use Amazon Prime Photos for your photo backup. Now, the videos, if you take videos, those aren't unlimited. But, like, just don't film yourself getting head, and you're fine. If I can get to it, Amazon. Your orders, your lists. Man, they make some shit like impossible to find. Content library, maybe? Oh, of course it's not there, because that would make sense. There's my fucking backup. Why do I have to sign in? I'm already signed into Amazon. 2020. Yeah, there we go. Oh, God, this is depressing. I remember I went into I'm like, what I'm scrolling through right now, it's like, I went to the home office one time, and I was the only one in this gigantic building that looked like the Resident Evil 2 police station. It was gigantic, and it was just me walking around. Oh, God, this is depressing. There's a bunch of pictures of me in a mask. There's girls I hooked up with that I can't show those pictures. Ah, here it is. Here's one. I'm not saying they're hilarious or anything, but like I'm in Frisco, Texas, and there was like this random guy. Let's see. This will show you a little bit of my real. You know how like you all probably heard me complain about how nobody talks about their real life at all. They're I just spawn into existence to talk about the Dabbleverse. I've done nothing this week at all. I just spawned into existence to talk about the Dabbleverse. Like, there is this guy there, like, there's that guy there. He's in a Donald Trump mask. He's like with a free the people thing. And I don't know if there were any other. I mean, none of them were funny. It was just people like getting on the microphone and flipping out about like not wanting to, wear a mask, and we wanted to get back to work. And like one of the speakers of all people, I've talked about this with Stephen Dillon for like a minute, was like one of the people that spoke at this rally was the woman that used to be married to Jerry the King Lawler, Stacey Carter. She owned, and I think she still does own, a beauty shop. Except nobody knew it was her except for me, and I wasn't going to, blow up her spot or anything. If this will, I won't do it. Anyway, whatever. There it is. Hope you enjoy that picture of a guy in a mask at the free the people. Oh, your Frisco? Yeah, no. Your Frisco is way worse than mine. Yeah, not much. I mean, really, the timeline for what we had to go through, if I told most of you all would be like, you lucky fucker. It was like, yeah, we were totally shut down in the very beginning, although some businesses just didn't do it. They just didn't comply. There was a different Mexican restaurant I used to go to back then, and when every place was supposed to be shut down, this place was still open as normal for like 3 more weeks. Like, no social distancing, no nothing. You just went in and sat wherever. And then finally it shut down. But I swear it was only like a month, maybe at the most 2 months, where you had where you couldn't like go in and sit down to like have a meal at a restaurant. 2 months maximum. I believe the mall here that was closest to that location reopened for limited foot traffic like by May, before even George Floyd. And then I think it was like January of 2021 that we were completely reopened. Yeah, that's it. Oh yeah, it is. It is. That's why I hope you all like.
What's a word that starts with the letter N and ends with the letter R that you don't want to call a black person?
My neighbor.
To try and apologize for my mistakes, but I just want you to know I hope he buys you flowers.
Well, now. I wish this wasn't as janky to share shit. There we go. Becoming the man you were just redefining masculinity. Yeah, that's someone having fun. That's not a real thing. As much as I'd like it to be a real thing.
So what we gonna do is we gonna take white people names and put "la" or "duh" in front of them. LaShawn, Dashawn. Okay, but what if it's a girl? Then we just add it at the end too. LaShawn Duh, Dashawn Duh. That's too gimmicky. Give me something else. Okay, well for my next trick, we gonna name them after brands. Like name your kid after a company? Exactly. Mercedes, Amiri, Dior. And the nice thing is you can mix and match. So your son can be Amiri Dior Johnson. And then your daughter can be Dior Amiri Johnson. Ooh, I like that. And we can combine it with the first thing. Do like La Nike or Da Honda. Da Honda? Damn! That's low-key tough! Oh, you like that one, huh? You can use it on your kid if you want. That's why you get the big bucks, Steven! But wait a minute. Why are we devoting resources to making black names? So we can discriminate against them on job applications. Damn, Steven! That's low-key some chess type shit! That's what we do here, JC. And for my last trick, we gonna take 2 random syllables and put "-ius" at the end. Quintarius, Jamirius. Okay, but why "-ius"? Isn't that like Greek or some shit? Steven, we don't give a fuck! My bad. I forgot that part. Now let's put it all together. DeHonda Quinmirius Johnson. Christ, that's fucking awful. That application's going straight in the trash.
Looking at that top wrist, and you can readjust the hand. Come on, dude! Oh, stupid! I'm so stupid!
I wonder if she heard that chirp. Chirp! Chirp! You just have to have some common sense, though. I mean, well, what am I talking about here? That chick is using a stripper pole. That ottoman right there has a better body than that chick has. Jesus Christ. Question 4. Would you rather be covered in paper cuts and swim in lemon juice, or would you rather stick a toothpick under the toenail and kick a door hard 5 times? Well, you see, I guess you were limited by the character space there. You know, depending on how long how many paper cuts exactly, and how long the swim is. So, I mean, if it's just if it's not that many paper cuts, I'll just take the swim. I might have to take the swim either ways. I mean, if I'm giving like a real answer, it's like you might do some legitimate damage to your toe, like maybe operation level damage to your toe. And we didn't even talk money. So it's like a would you rather with no payoff either way. It's like, would you rather Would you rather fuck the dead body you found in the woods or the cactus for free? Like, well, why would I do either for free? Because you were asked by a gentleman. Oh, okay. Doc, please speak about detrimental altruism in Western culture. I will not. But thank you for saying please. Carl Benz named his car after his daughter. Oh, God. Damn! KFC LaQuarius Johnson. Man, and there's another, there's the other form of it. It's like, there's the girls that have the names like T Various. I'm not making that up. I've worked with someone named T Various Johnson Jamarcus or something like that. And you know what they did? Like they had to admit it. They had to admit it. It's like, you can just call me TJ. Like, they'd introduce themselves like, I'm Tia Various, but you can call me TJ. Oh, thank fucking God. So how the fuck was I ever going to say that? Luckily, most of the ones I've worked with that have had like that fucked up of a name, they would give you the out instantly. My God. But what the fuck is wrong with the parents that are doing that to their fucking kids? It's like they live in this dream where it's like, I want to make my kid's name as unpronounceable as humanly possible. But why, man? What? Ma'am, why? Why do you want to make your kid's name as impossible to pronounce as humanly possible? Well, see here, so that way I can cry racism. So if you can't say Tia Various, you're a racist. Oh, I didn't know that. That's right. There's a guy at work, Dreidel Spinner at work, like, asked me one time if I found one of the Tia Variouses attractive, and I just went, ugh, no. And I mean, I couldn't even contain myself to leave out the ugh. and he pulled the ripcord. It's like, why, racist? I'm like, I didn't know that was a detector of racism, was not being attracted to someone. So are you saying I have to be attracted to everybody of every race that ever exists? Or I need to go get my Klan outfit? No, that's not what I'm saying. Oh, but if I'm not attracted to Tia Various Jaquarius Johnson, I'm a racist. That's all what I'm saying. How's the weather? You know. D. Portia Le Alexandrius. Desparius Chuck Quanda Smith. Adam named this episode names that we can't pronounce that black people have. Anyway, let's have a palate cleanser.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah. What are you doing?
Palate cleanser. Here's a reenactment of my second date with the McDonald's dumpster.
Ready or not, here I come. Target engaged. I've been practicing. Welcome to Kissville. Population us?
Don't make fun of me. I was opening up to you. That fucking guy fell on his goddamn face. But we haven't been as inclusive as possible lately. You know, there have been some more acronyms added to the LGTV community.
What does being berry-sexual mean? What's the difference between bisexual and berry-sexual? And are berry-sexuals attracted to berries? Well, yes. They're fruity. It's a stupid joke, Gavin. It's a stupid joke. Welcome to Gav Talks Gay, the series where I give you a piece of queer history every day. Berry-sexuality describes someone mainly attracted to feminine or androgynous people, with the occasional attraction to masculine people, like me. Right, right. But isn't that just being bisexual? That's not very open-minded. Bisexuals experience attraction to more than one or all genders. Berry-sexuality is a micro-label under the bi umbrella, highlighting the gender imbalance in attraction, which skews.
Oh man, identifying the gender imbalance. oh, these kids today. Let's see a reenactment of me in the McDonald's dumpster going shopping.
Movie night. Grab your snack.
Cheddar sour cream?
No, cheddar and sour cream. No. Look, this is what you need. 55 calories per cup.
There's no flavor in those, though.
So?
55 calories is not going to maintain my 50-incher.
Maintain, you need to lose that. Besides, 55 calories, that's pretty generous.
I've seen your search history, you know?
What search history?
2 a.m., gothic pause.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oiled up? Don't act like you don't like it.
Just come on.
My search history is immaculate.
I hope it fires off heating.
You trying to go off the potato stove. One of these days I'm going to have to call her and see if she's alive. Oh shit! Yeah, yeah. Not with the spear hunter search now. Yeah. Well, luckily I did it on Firefox and incognito. But I mean, if someone demands my search history from the ISP, I might be fucked there. Should I call her on stream? Like, hey girl, remember when you decided to up and move to California and break my heart? It's like, yeah. I paint my face like a clown these days and sit on the floor and talk to people all over the world on a thing called a stream using the internet. It's like, would you like to talk to me on the telephone and catch up while we talk to my audience on the stream? She'd be like, hey, so good. You take that back. Well, you would know she lives somewhere. She's technically a neighbor of yours somehow or another. Like, you're in the same state. You know, it would be funny if you if you were a neighbor. Well, this is not like a hilarious story or nothing like that, but like, I've lived a lot of places, you know, Texas being the majority, but I've lived on the East Coast and shit. And like when I used to live in Myrtle Beach, I lived there for a while and I had a girlfriend there. It didn't work out, and it was dramatic. It was very dramatic. And but like she ended up, and this was forever ago. She ended up hitting me up like just a few years back. Like she found my long abandoned Facebook page, which technically I guess I have one, but like I the only thing I ever do on it is literally like every year or so I'll post some vacation pictures to it, just in case. And I do have to log into it periodically because I do have those relatives that are straight out of the remake of Vacation, the one that had Edward Helms in it, where I'll have relatives. I'll be like, I noticed you didn't like my wedding photos. Like, I haven't been on Facebook in a while, and they don't understand that, like, pretty much only boomer liberals are on Facebook every day, and that everybody else has pretty much just, it's they don't really use it anymore. It's not as dead as MySpace is, but it's not a priority for people under, I don't know, 40 to go to anymore. But I do have to check it periodically just to keep up appearances. And but like a few years back, during one, how you get, like, unless you like do whatever to your account, whatever email you have associated with it, you'll get the notification of like, hey, you got a new message from such and such. And I saw that I saw my email one day, and I was like, what the fuck? I got a new message from such and such. I'm like, what the fuck is that bitch email me for? Well, emailed me on Facebook Messenger me. So, and I don't have that on my phone or anything like that. I know a lot of people put Facebook Messenger on there. No. Don't have none of that. So I go to the web page to look at it, and it's that ex wanting to just reconnect. I think she was very lonely from the pandemic. A lot of people didn't know what it is. And enough time had passed that I was like, yeah, this ended real dramatically and everything, but it's whatever now. It's been so long. It's like, it's whatever. So I was typing back, and it turned out this fucking chick that I dated in Myrtle Beach had also moved down here, not to stalk me. I'm not trying to say that or anything. She didn't know I was here. She moved down here and was like living over in Fort Worth, which where I was at in DFW at the time was literally 20 minutes away. I was like, you're in fucking Fort Worth? It's like, yeah. It's like that. I was like, and I asked a couple of times, that's not you being funny, is it? You're over in Fort Worth, Texas. I'm like, yeah. And we were chill enough at that time. I was like, well, I'm in Carrollton. I'm in Carrollton. It's like, you're shitting me. He's like, no, I'm not shitting you at all. I'm in Carrollton right now. And so we hung out, and it was fine. It's just a nothing burger. But I thought it was weird how coincidental that was, that someone I knew from a completely different state ended up moving near me, and there was no stalking. She was not stalking me, but it was weird. I just wanted to tell you all that, just to tell you a story. Why not? Do I get booty calls? Yes. Hey, Thompson, you're back. Hey, Thompson. Hey, type this out in the chat if you're listening. We were talking a few minutes back, and my question to you is, now that you're back in here, is beginning of the pandemic, were you in Japan? And how locked down was it? Like, walk us through it. Like, were you all not able to eat? Like, if you wanted to go to a restaurant, how long were you locked down from being able to eat inside at a restaurant? Like, I was only locked down for about 2 months. There was extreme social distancing for a while, like every other table was open. They had a maximum of I think a lot of businesses based on the size of the place, 40 people at maximum. But mine was not that bad. It was irritating to me as being, one of those I want maximum freedom no matter what people. But in the scheme of things, when I heard about what other people went through, like California didn't reopen all the way till last week, I was just wondering how Japan was, if you were over there at the time. How long were you locked down? How strict was the masking? Walk us through it. You being our representative from the other side of the world, because Stealth, for some reason, isn't here today. So you have to speak for us. But yes, I get booty calls. Okay, all right. So part of the reason it was we did hook up some, but it wasn't gross or anything. It's not a funny story, so I wasn't going to go into all that. It's I don't like the brag about getting laid, because it's impossible to tell that kind of story. It just sounds made up when you do. It's I think I was telling you all over and over again about how I've worked with people that would they'd come in on Monday and they'd make up a story about nailing a supermodel, and you just know they're. All right. Would you rather eat cold gas station sushi or eat room temperature daytime strip club sushi? I'm going to take the one that seems the least risky. Is the cold gas station sushi. Now, I hate sushi. I don't think sushi has a taste at all. I think it's just nasty. I don't like it. So, but if I had to eat it, I'm going to eat the cold gas station sushi, because they might have actually followed some protocol to make sure it was put out safely. But the strip where I eat at the strip clubs, I only eat shit that I I feel like is well, nothing's guaranteed to be healthy at the strip club. Adam named this episode "What Food is Healthy at the Strip Club?" But at the strip clubs I go to that have food, I'll eat the grilled chicken, and it tastes really fucking good. And it's cheap, because what they do here, and I hear Las Vegas is like this, is they have actual good food sold for cheap to get people in the door to spend money on the strippers. Now, that is one of my Achilles heels, is the strip club. That's why I've changed it, because I'm going to do Thursdays and Sundays now, because I want to go hang out with my friends that I hang out with in real life on Fridays and Saturdays, and I want to go to the titty bar and the hottest chicks work on Fridays and Saturdays. So, and the strip clubs I go to have buffets, and I've never gotten sick from a strip club buffet. I've shit harder from, Chili's I've had than the strip club. I've never gotten the shits from the grilled chicken at the strip club. With such and such as a name, I can see why it didn't work. It was suck and suck, you'd be married. Goddamn right, Pale Ale. That's it. That's what we'll name this. Adam named my Reddit page the DFW Truth. Oh, here we shall rock it down in Rapan. Oh, you were in Dubai. Okay, in a hotel. 7 months. The U.S. Embassy backed me to Virginia for 1 month. Then I took a military check. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so your story is wild. Like one of these days, not this week or next week. Don't freak out. But one of these days, I'm gonna need you to like break down verbally with me what all went down with you verbally to where we can hear it. What all went down with you during that pandemic? 'Cause that sounds interesting as fuck. You were stuck down it. So was the hotel paid for by the government, your job? I'm assuming you're not saying you were locked down and you had to pay for this out of your own pocket. Because, I mean, I'm telling you what, I would have been in heaven. I'd have been like, fuck yeah, I'm in a hotel. I don't have to worry about paying an electric bill or anything. Man, my AC would have been at 55. And, and I'd have been having a room service, like, as many times a day as I could. I'd have had my room cleaned as many times as I could. But then again, I don't know how locked down that shit was for you. I don't know if they were like, during the pandemic, we're only going to clean your fucking room once a month. So shit out in the hallway. But Steve says I was never locked down. You all had a curfew, right, didn't you? I violated curfew constantly. Never had a problem except my mask kept slipping down. There was a guy I was friends with from my old hometown. He moved to Colorado and became kind of a lefty. I quit being friends with him before I had confirmation that he was a complete lefty. Not dramatic quit. I just quit talking to him. And he was one of those people that used deviant art. He was one of those goths. He liked to draw on deviant art, which I don't even know how, if that place still even exists. Like, why does it even exist with AI? You can just tell the old computer up there. Tell the old computer draw you a damn vampire, and it does it for you in 1 second. So why do you need someone to actually draw it? And he was one of those people that bragged about getting commissions for his art. It's like, well, again, I was like, why would I pay somebody at all? I can just tell the old computer draw me a werewolf eating an ice cream, and it'll do it. And it'll be fine. I don't care about perfection with that shit. Anyway, that guy, he drew a bunch of art during that pandemic time, like spurging out about people that would pull their mask down under their nose. Because remember that time period when people would freak out, like, it's not covering your nose. You're putting me and my family in danger. He was one of those that would flip out about that. In Thailand, everything was closed. The schools were online. Yep. Else, Karmic's chat. Yeah, well, I figured. Lockdowns in Asia were dead serious. We had the UAE military in the hotel, keeping you in there. Oh my God, I tried to escape. They caught me and contacted the embassy. Jesus Christ. I guess my question there was, if you want to type it, I don't know that you do. Was it just that you were sick and tired of being in the hotel and you wanted to get back to your family? Or was it like they were feeding me bugs and hitting me with the butt of a shotgun every day? Jesus Christ. Or A. Thompson. The hotel bill was $43,000. Did you pay that? Or was that like, you're just saying it's like you found out that like whoever paid it, whether it was your job or the government or whoever came to 43, you didn't have to pay that, did you? Jesus Christ. Because I don't see how you, I mean, I don't see how you could if you were forced to stay there, but I don't know. God damn, that's creepy. State Department eventually. Okay, got it. They wouldn't reimburse me for any of the meal. Oh, so I don't know if you wrote that out yet. Did you keep tabs on how much your meals ended up coming to? They had no maids. They had no gym. They had no services beyond room service. So I'm assuming that meant you had to make your own arrangements for cleaning your own bed sheets. That's what I heard. New York sounded like a dictatorship during the pandemic. I don't have the stupid video on deck anymore, but there was that retarded video of the, I guess apparently he was a terrible mayor, but now you all have as bad as humanly possible. Well, not you all. I don't know where you live, Metal Gear, but they have as bad as humanly possible a mayor now. But like they had that mayor, that white guy that was like, when you go get your vaccine, think about this, guys. You get these free, they're French fries. Bill, is that right? They're French fries. Yes. Oh, wow. And you introduce this hamburger element with these French. Bill, is it too early in the day to have a, what do you call it, a hamburger and French fries? Huh, what a delicacy. Ugh. Ah. Yeah, that's a tonsil stone. That's a big one, too. Ugh. Eric the Punisher says, I violated a curfew all the time here in California. Only time I was wearing a mask is when I entered a business establishment. Lockdown was a joke here. Everyone was saying they can't arrest us all. Yeah, I mean, because I know all of California. It wasn't like everyone in California was some woke idiot. But that's how most all of California got paid, is like people like almost the entire state was like, we're happy to oblige. How many masks would you want us to wear? 7? Well, I'll put more on. 6 feet apart, stay apart, unless you're at a Black Lives riot. Let's say that. Take 2, Black Lives Rally riot. Told them I wasn't paying the bill. Went to the embassy and camped on the lawn for about 6 hours until they got me out. Jesus Christ, this story's nuts. Christ almighty. Awful. Yeah. Bill, they're having a hamburger? Is that what they call this? Wow, a hamburger, you say? That is something else, Bill.
Oh, bless.
Y'all see this? Says manager. Yeah, if you have a problem, you could take it up with the boss man, let's just say.
I don't know her, but I'd like to. Hey, I learned some Japanese or Chinese, A. Thompson.
蛋炒饭 egg fried rice 寄居芥萌家 gibberish 阴茎 penis 脚踝 ankle. It's like when you turn your house into an Airbnb, you label everything for your guests. This is where ankle is. Very thoughtful. It's supposed to say Andy. We know it doesn't. Do you perhaps know what it says? Andy. 会计 accountant. It's supposed to say something like make smart and calculated decisions. Well, the calculated part is correct. 荒谬 absurd. 薯 potato or yam, but based on the potato here, it must be a potato. Pretty cute. 苹果虎 apple tiger. I have no idea what that is. 调酒师 bartender. Works better than a name tag. 溺死 drowning. 碱剂柠檬 gibberish.
How often do you all order Uber Eats?
Hey, Isaac, what the fuck are you doing?
Uber Eats for Caleb?
Yes, thank you.
I noticed you didn't leave a tip. Do you have like cash you want to give me or anything?
Honestly, you're pretty bad. I ain't gonna lie. If you flash me, I'll tip you 500 cash right now.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't got 500 cash, but I appreciate the titties though.
Bro, are you
Yeah, have a good
serious? I'm so done with Uber Eats.
That was real. Definitely not staged.
What's up, my niggas? This is my impression of Kai Cenat.
Oh, I saw these Indians walking down the street the other day. Ugh. And for the finale.
完又大问好兄弟，我烧烤买瓶黑糖爱大火给你邮寄。你今天要喝酒吗？酒精是我的命，求你别再讨酒，别再装睡，喝多了我不信啊！哦 ，Come on， 为了要高。Sorry， 不是屁子卡过心才我才起，前去见面的女孩都说我有个好身体，过了那么久我才知道大哥是我生意。这儿大哥来到我这里。 喂，喝多了去买瓶991，王姓隔壁的卡索，我对着马子吹口哨，我对腰里别着狐狸脑和毛的对尖叫，我是喝酒学最摇的哥哥，别说不知道。问下他听到的被瓦斯比我们身后一排下高拉米，喝酒后得了灯笼，谁在了梦里一宿就还8个亿，就在那今晚把你冲趴带个刀，兄弟搞他们神话，不理什么的乐理，运筹不走回家呢。Me and baby，可到。
But I did get an alert that that McDonald's dumpster ex-girlfriend of mine was on like one of those dating shows.
Hi, my name is Muffin, and I do only.
She didn't do very good, so there's that. Yeah, but A. Thompson's story needs to be a movie. Trapped in a hotel in Dubai, the American embassy won't help him out. Under lock and key for months on end, $43,000. Lowering himself out of a window by the bed sheets, just trying to escape to see his family one last time. The more kind of stare, it says I'm in a more rural area. So we got a pretty even splits of the libs and cons. There were more people out and about at night than cops or shit. Yeah, heard people. Well, I was like that too. It's like the the news that got out too. It was like even I heard about how on that side of the country they tried to crack down on y'all having fireworks, but that just made everybody, libs and cons, want to like go get fireworks even more. So yeah. Hey, that was a good Chinese girl, not one of the red Chinese. So, you know. Oh, I found this great makeup tutorial for the next time I go to put on the paint. I don't know what you all think.
I just flipped the switch.
Shit, yeah.
Being gay is a choice, because have you ever met a person with Down syndrome that was gay? They all like titties.
It's true. They all like titties. What are you talking about? That beautiful girl is you know, I mean, she didn't even need makeup, in my opinion. She was naturally gorgeous.
I just flipped the switch.
Oh, something terrifying caught on tape. Your chances of getting attacked by a goose is low, but it's never zero.
笑出来像只青蛙，同时叫我小傻瓜。梦中的你总是那么的好，细心的照料，还要为我洗脚，你傻傻的笑，还要看我撒娇，背上了我还要到处的跑跑。你吃，你要吃，它那么一口，我有多么的沉醉，你可，你要可知道，熊猫。
Call you, I need you, my heart's on fire. Das habt ihr euch verdient. You come to me wild and wilder. You come to me, give me everything I need.
And just because I like tit.
My first time at a Bass Pro Shop, and this looked like Disneyland, I'm not gonna lie, so I'm very excited to see. I'm European, so that's crazy to me to have a shop like that, but yeah, we're gonna check it out.
Y'all ever seen that fucking random ass pyramid Bass Pro Shops? That's in goddamn, like, I think it's Nashville. Like, I've driven by there a few times going cross-country trips, and I've always been, like, very confused how. I know it wasn't always a Bass Pro Shops. I know it was something before that, and something before that, and something before that. I was always like, why did they pony up the money to put their fucking thing in a Bass Pro Shops, of all things? Anyway. The goose is loose, so fuck a duck. Those aren't instructions. I do not want anybody out there to unseath your manhood and try to, you know, let's don't do that. No. Get me out. Get me out.
Alright, I love you.
I love you. What? That bitch was close. Hey, y'all saw that earlier when playing it again. It made me laugh.
Honk honk. Hey, smell my flower. I can't do it anymore. You're so fucking gross. I keep doing your laundry and there's shit stains on your boxer shorts. Are you serious? Why can't you wipe your ass like every other fucking person? And then when I go into the bathroom to go potty, to pee, there's piss on the seats, piss on the floor, piss on the way to the bathroom. There's like a fucking trail. Are you pissing your pants? Do you not know how to fucking piss in the toilet? Are you like 2 years?
What is this?
This is my bike I was telling you about.
I thought you had an actual motorcycle.
This is an actual motorcycle.
This is a hunk of plastic.
No, it's not. You just can't handle the real deal.
So you're a goth poser and a biker poser?
Did you just call me a goth poser?
Look, I mean,
kidding me?
are you even at least good at writing?
I found out my ex-girlfriend was also trying to give like girlfriend experiences.
Hey, can I just get the girlfriend experience?
Yeah, $20. Alright.
Fucking put it inside the fucking dishwasher? Are you insane? What is wrong with you?
I'm sorry.
Genuinely, what is wrong with you? I'm asking you.
Oh, nothing.
Oh, you don't know? You don't know? Oh my god!
Is this what it's like to have a girlfriend?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, that's not... I'm gonna actually just download an app.
It wouldn't be one of my streams if we didn't play some of the official mascots on the way out. Who's one of the mascots? Well,
the Gagger Demon is looking for some bad boys. On the
and the number one mascot of the Dr. Harley Quinn free super show.
My name is Tina. I'm from China. I have a lot of engines here. Many engines in my factory. They are very complete. They are very nobility. If you need many engines, you can find me. I hope you can find me. I hope you can choose me. I hope you can take them.
Well, guys, what did we learn this episode? Learned I had random tech problems. I learned I had a couple of stories I wanted to get into tonight, but it just didn't feel right to get into them. But I got some more animations coming up whenever I get them complete, get them to where I'm okay with them, because I'm definitely not a perfectionist, but I want them to look like something. Yeah, they're tourists, you know. They're not real goths. They're tourist goths. They know enough that like what maybe if the universe shines down. Oh no, again. I think Stealth got blocked again at Karmic. Jesus. I would say send him over here, but I'm wrapping up. This is the family-friendly content. What sound does the cat make when it's hit? I don't know. Hamburger. I don't know.
What is this called?
Bow.
Bowl.
Yes.
What is this called?
Cow.
Cow.
Yes.
What is this called?
Bow.
Ox. What is this called?
I don't know.
Cattle. What is this
Cattle.
called?
Small bow.
Calf. What is this called?
Small bow.
Steer. What is this
Steer.
called?
Water bow.
Buffalo. What is this called?
Monil. I don't know.
Yak. What is this
Yak.
called?
I don't know.
Bison. What is this called?
黄牛. Yellow
Scalper.
bow.
What I'm typing on right now? No, this is one of them old fancy Apple MacBooks. We learned the good doctor's answers to Would You Rather. We learned so much today. We did learn a lot today. Here's a Would You Rather for all of you, and I want everybody in here right now to participate. Would you rather right now have a memory unlocked of you on a merry-go-round and you're getting a hand job from your uncle? Or would you rather have to fuck a fat chick once a week for the next year? So one is one and done, and it's a memory, so it's in the past. But the other one, it's for the next year, once a week. So which would you rather? Depending on how hot the uncle is, I'll take the hand job. Yeah, he does. He starts it at every chat he's ever been in. I've been on Clown Town, and I've seen him in the chat getting into it with him, but that's like a year ago. And other ones that I've been on, he gets in those moods, man. But here's the thing, I'll tell him this if he's here, and it's recorded. It's not like I can hide from saying it. If he's now about to become a streamer, he needs to retire from being in chats. The end. Like, you are a streamer now, sir. You have now graduated to the next level. You don't need to be in any chats anymore. Everybody knows who you are. You've been chatting in these chats for a couple of years. You know, I'll pop in for a quick second to be supportive of the people that I like, here and there, to say hello real quick. Like I was in Bobby and Chris Thompson's chat the other day for a minute, to show my respects. And whenever I can catch Spurg when he's on, because now he seems to kind of go on randomly. Spurg used to go on like 10:30 on Mondays, I believe, but now he's just kind of random. So I would always try to catch him. And when Dylan was on, I would, if I wasn't going to be a guest, I would try to at least be in the chat to show support. But the days of me like going in these random ass chats that I don't have like what I consider friendships with, I'm not doing that no more. That's done. If A. Thompson or Roy Royson had a stream, I would be in your chats. But the days of me going to the ABC XYZ show chat and being an edgelord, that's over. And that would be my suggestion to Stealth right now. So, okay, I meandered too long. Let me just put it in a sentence. You're a streamer now, and your stream from the other week got over 1,000 views. You don't need to be in chats anymore. Everybody knows who you are. You're now a streamer. Just do that, because now it's you that's getting an audience. You're not the audience anymore. You're the pro wrestler. You're not the mark in the crowd anymore. In fact, I would say don't lower yourself by going into any chats anymore. You should be retired from it. Except for my chat. You come here. Hey, Dominic's here. School required 32 gig of RAM, 11th generation Intel, discrete graphics, NVIDIA 4000 or newer. Don't school that ridiculous. Jesus fucking Christ, dude. It's like, what the fuck? It's like, do you have your kid in the private school for multimillionaires? Jesus Christ. Need to run Unreal Engine 5 games in order to go to school. Yeah, you're basically like, you're running the most powerful Alienware computer built today. Today is ground zero just to be able to do math problems. But not the bees is answering my would you rather. I'll take option B because I consider slightly chubby as I'm the clown of the people. Dominique, can I compromise and fuck my uncle once a year? I mean, it depends how hot's your uncle, I mean, if there's no shame in it, if it's like, listen, if you saw that body, I mean, come on. Hey, I get it. I mean, that's why we say fat chicks in a disparaging way. You're like, ugh, God. Ugh. No, I mean, we know Dominique doesn't have to worry about that anyway. Everybody knows. I can't say I have proof because that's doxing, but everybody knows Dominique looks exactly like the actor that portrays Aquaman. Whoa. So thank you for being kind enough to play along, but we know We know Aquaman ain't fucking anyone's uncle or fat chicks. I'm so far behind my laptop. Blah, 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 blah. Good Lord. Yeah, now we're turning into the what kind of computer do you have? Let us know in the comments. I have the MacBook Pro here that I use to typey on so I can see. It's my $2,000 Facebook machine, which I don't use the Facebook or the Instagram on. It's my $2,000 Twitter machine. And there's my other $2,000 streaming machine right there. And once I ain't using it, I'm just gonna shut the lid, go to bed. Depending on which Mac Pro, and are you talking American dollars or Japanese? You look more like the Daily Dang wearing blackface. No, there's no way. There's no way you look like. You can't. Don't break my heart. I like to imagine that you're like just Aquaman, just doing push-ups anywhere you can do push-ups at, doing pull-ups like in the middle of Walmart. You know. Really, honestly, one of the just last things that I'm imagining is that Dominique the Hung is.
笑出来像只青蛙，同事叫我小傻瓜。梦中的你总是那么的好，细心的照料，还要为我洗脚，你傻傻的笑，还要看我撒娇，背上了我还要到处的跑跑。你要知，他那么一刻我有多么的沉醉，你可，你要可知道，熊猫。
Day 1 in America. 6 months in America.
1 year in America.
How you doing? Must be nice working in the fucking air, fucking bitch.
Oh.
Do I really look like a guy with a plan? You know, I just do things.
Nagyapa, bemutatom a barátomat, Adamsot. Gyere, Adams, bemutatlak.
Jó napot, Adams vagy.
My dad lives in a downtown hotel, an ABC after-school special.
Everything is all right. He needs our support. He needs help. Daddy, I love you.
My dad can't be crazy, can he? Next.
He's wet.
Got to check. Sorry.
Well, you better get a clean diaper.
My dad lives in a downtown hotel. Mom caught Dad with homosexual pornography one too many times and kicked him out of the house that he paid for with his stockbroker career. Now my dad lives in a downtown hotel, masturbating violently to homosexual pornography in magazine form. In a downtown hotel. They ain't sure to say it that way, dude, because downtown, that implies it's terrible. You know, uptown's always the good place. I fell for your trap. You knew I was going to pull out the daily dang if you mentioned it just right. Because you know, I'm just looking for a reason to play it anyway. Or you're just going to mail order some Chinese woman to be on with your show. Well, I mean, first off, they've got to know our audience here. So, you know, I want to make sure that they're, you know, respectful of all of you and not rude. You know how those Chinese are. Yeah. You know what? That's what they need to have. That's what the Chinese need. They need a mail order clown husband. You know, so I could be like in a mail order catalog, and then I could go to not Japan but China, and you know, I'm figuring if a Chinese woman's willing to pay me to go over there, she must be in love. Oh, this is nice.
I'm Gary, at the one and only Gary's Mattress, now with locations in Koreatown and Little Tokyo. We are karate are chopping up prices just for you. Even we would buy it.
At Gary's Mattress, we're blowing up prices.
Man on horse, bring goat. For treatment at Gary's Mattress, I'd be very surprised. We're scalping prices. If you find a mattress at a better price, I'll kick a puppy and punch a kitten just for you.
Well, that's about all I learned tonight. I just ran 10 miles for 4th of July and listened to all of Diablos and Musica. Slayer's not so popular album. There's some okay songs there. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you count it, but the one that I count is the least popular one. It was the Punk Covers album. I don't know if you count it, though, because it is covers. But that fucking cover to Diablos and Musica is cool looking. So, I mean, there's some great shit in there, but yeah. It's like you get. It's the one that came. What is it? World Painted Blood. I guess if I have to put one in last place, which makes me feel like just makes me feel dirty to even do it. It would be like World Painted Blood would probably be my one in last place. I have to think about it, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be that one. If you count the Punk album, that one's the last one. Then World Painted Blood, and then after that, it's fucking tough. Like, to me, it's tough after that because I love them all so much. Yeah, Repentless did feel forced. I'm not going to lie. That's why it's like I'm giving him the out because it is a straight up cover album. It's like I'm not even sure why they did it. I think the only reason I can think of that they did it was they were just looking for something to put out while the world was still enthralled with grunge. So maybe they thought putting out a full-blown Slayer album at that time wouldn't be the best use of their energy because maybe it wouldn't get purchased. Kind of like I always felt bad for Anthrax for putting out that Stomp 442 in, what was it, the very beginning of 1995, because fucking nobody bought it, but the album was excellent. I mean, really, it might be the perfect Anthrax album because, like, okay, the singing was serious because they had John Bush, and the music was all 100% on point. It's like, goddamn. It's like the ones, the Anthrax album with the glam rock singer, a lot of the songs had excellent music, but that fucking guy's glam rock singing, in my opinion, brought the album down. Because it's like, all right, glam rock singing lends itself to Poison. Doesn't lend itself to what I would call serious thrash metal like Anthrax. So I don't know. Some people they like it, like a Mick Griddle. You know, I don't like McGriddles at all. I think they're awful. But some people don't mind having basically a pancake covered in syrup with a piece of sausage on it. It's like, no. I like sausage. I like pancakes, but not together. South Heaven's my number one. It's been a while. Yeah. South of Heaven's, goddamn, I don't know. I just don't know. And it'll change. That's the thing with Slayer. It's like where they stay, they've stayed in such rotation my whole life. But I never officially get sick of Slayer. Never. I've never been like, well, I'm not going to listen to Slayer for a couple of years or anything like that. It's never happened. But like, they cycle in and out a little bit where it's like I get sick of South of Heaven, and then Seasons in the Abyss seems, more palatable at them. Then it goes back to South of Heaven and so on and so forth. God Hates Us All was sick album came out when old school thrash bands were definitely, they were out. But Slayer never lost one molecule of street cred, even during the height of grunge. And then the following years after that, where nothing was popular, you know, like ska didn't exactly get a stranglehold. And there just really wasn't any, I don't even know how to put it. It was like after grunge, ska didn't take over the world. There was what I would call incubus alternative rock that people bought, but there was never anyone who was like, God fucking damn, Incubus is my favorite fucking band. Holy fucking shit. Or whatever the band that did the Sex and Candy song. No one was like, God fucking damn, the Sex and Candy song's the best fucking song on the planet. God damn ever. So there was that era, like a 3-year era. And then there was that bump of finally there's at least the new metal rap rock, which some bands got lumped in it, which wasn't fair. There was nothing rap rock about Static X. I don't know what you'd call them. I think I'd call them, if anything, closer to industrial metal. I wouldn't call them new metal. There's no rapping. They weren't singing about thug life. They're definitely, in my opinion, closer to Fear Factory than they were Kid Rock. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think we're saying the same thing. When you listen to these Slayer albums as much as probably we do, you get temporarily sick of an album. Like you never end up hating it, but you end up listening to it so much that now Seasons of the Abyss sounds kind of new. You know, it's kind of like, I guess, I don't know, Sepultura, for an example. Like, to me, Chaos AD was their perfect album, where they were super fucking heavy. The vocals were really aggressive. They had definitely serious people in the studio making sure that album sounded as professional as a Slayer album. But it's just, to me, that's their only universal good one as far as I'm concerned. There's the albums that came before that are technically good, but they sound like fucking shit because the people doing the mixing or whatever you want to call it in the studio, they just don't sound very good. It just does. You can tell the songs are excellent, but how they're represented on the albums, it's bad. It's not any good. So then you have the people. I guess a lot of people kind of have a civil war, like which is better, Chaos AD or when they or Roots. I'm like, to me, it's a no-brainer. Chaos AD has almost every song is good. I think there's like one song that's like, and I'm going by memory here because it's been a hot minute since I've listened to the whole album. I think there's like one song, it's just fucking Brazilian tribal music. So I don't count that one if there's one on there. And then Roots is fine. It's got like 5 killer songs, but then the rest of it is just like, how do we sound like Korn without exactly sounding like Korn? But I might be being too stiff on that. But the what's that song? Let me look up the title. Procreation of the Wicked. I didn't have to look it up. Procreation of the Wicked. God damn, I can play that song 20 times a day. Oh, that to me, it was like it's like in a video game. They saved up all their special abilities and they put it in the procreation of the wicked. It's like Roots, Bloody Roots is the song everybody thinks of the album, and I get it. Kind of like how everybody thinks of Inner Sandman for the Black Album, but my favorite song on the Black Album was Sad But True. You know, my favorite song on Roots, Bloody Roots is beyond a shadow of a doubt Procreation of the Wicked. Oh, yeah, I had that double album. Yep. Now I gotta scroll back. You guys just won't let me quit the fucking stream, you bastards. Hell Awaits was great because they experimented with longer progressive tracks. You can definitely hear the Iron Maiden Merciful Fate influence of Hell Awaits. That's 100% absolutely nailed it. Yeah, I could say that too. You could say closer to Rob Zombie. Actually, yeah, you could say closer to Rob Zombie than about anything. But to lump them in with new metal is just stupid. There's no rap rock. They were rapping about thug life and jorts. Yeah, that's right. He died. I can't remember. I mean, wasn't it a while ago? Like a long time ago? Like 2015 or something like that. And I think he was old too. Like I think he was one of those dudes that looked like a young guy, but he was actually like in his 50s or something. Let me look. Static X. His name was Wayne Stack. I was right. He passed away in 2014. That wasn't exactly on the money with his age, but he died and he was 48. Died of a combined drug intoxication. And without me even looking, a lot of times they end up calling that on the death certificate. They call it death by misadventure. Oh. Painkiller, yep. Yep. There's to this day, I can walk by the hipster record store that's here, and in their metal section, they have like I think it's what you're talking about. It is Chaos AD, but it's the vinyl. It's like 4 vinyl records. It's like that thick. I mean, I don't need it for the audio. I have the FLAC files, which anyone that knows anything, if the album is ripped correctly and in FLAC form, yeah, you pretty much got a perfect representation of the album. Depending on the source. Like I knew a guy that I used to work with that he just thought he didn't understand things like this. He just thought like if you had like a shitty quality movie on VHS, he thought simply transferring it to Blu-ray would magically upscale it and fix everything. Like, no, you're just putting the shitty quality tape on a great quality Blu-ray. It's still going to be in this shitty quality. It depends on how you rip it from the source. So, like a lot of people, like real audiophiles, don't have access. Obviously, if you don't have access to the master tracks from the actual studio, so you're working with what you can get. A lot of audiophiles, they'll get the more expensive, I'll just call it a record player, to where you can digitally rip the audio straight from the uncompressed vinyl. Which I did that with a couple of records. I did okay. I ripped something that just wasn't on the internet at all. It was a soundtrack to a movie. I really dug the score. I talked about this movie a little bit. It was called The Guest. The score was done by a guy named Steve Moore. It was, kind of John Carpenter sounding. So I bought the record. I had a record player that could digitally rip it. I did a pretty good job. Eventually, someone else did a much better job and put it on YouTube. I never got into Godflesh. I don't know. If you vouch for him, I can always look it up. Unless it's like one of those bands like, well, they only got one song. Then I'll just skip it. Man, you all made me go through an entire can of Monster. Now I'm having to get out the ghetto ice. Died 100% died in 2014. That's when I thought he died. I knew it was 2014, 2015. November 1st, 2014, day of death. He was born in 1965, so he was 48. And he looked pretty young up until his death. He wouldn't have. I think he was one of those people that had that like eternal 30-year-old look. Oh yeah, that song was cool. Queen of the Damned is one of those movies, one of those random ass movies that had a great soundtrack. Like the Mortal Kombat 1 movie from 1994. That had a great soundtrack. That had GZR, had Fear Factory, it had Typo Negative. And I mean, people kind of come and go on the movie. I don't like it. It's fine. It's something to watch as a laugh, but I'm never going to give it a pass and say, oh, it's now a good movie. When I saw it way back when I saw it, I was so disappointed. I can't even put it in the words. I know a lot of people ended up easing up on it, but man, I'm not easing up that much on it. It was. They should have known better than to put that out. But they were wanting to capitalize on how popular the games were. So, whatever. It still wasn't even rushed because back then, Hollywood was so fucking slow to capitalize on anything popular. It was like, what, Mortal Kombat 1 came out in 90 or 91. No earlier than 90, but no later than 91. And it took them until 94 or early 95 for that goddamn movie. Ugh, whatever. Ugh. I like Death. I can't name any of their songs. Can't name them at all. But when I do listen to them, I remember it's like, hey, that's a band that I like. Those are, unfortunately, it's just one of them bands I completely forget even exist until like you bring it up, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's something I can add to a YouTube playlist tomorrow and give them a ring. God damn, you never had a Blu-ray? Yeah, okay. Well, may as well not bother now. We're now entering the era of you will not own anything. Everything will be digital, and you will have a, magic code to access your file until we decide your license is no longer good. But I own a shitload of Blu-rays because I knew this was going to happen with like PlayStation. I knew it was going to happen eventually. I just didn't know the year. But eventually Blu-rays will completely cease production. Who knows when, but eventually it'll happen. It might be 2030. It might be 2035. Eventually they will shut down completely. But like, I got the stuff that I think is important to have to like make sure that I own and have it in excellent quality. I mean, really, the last thing that I got was like the 4K Blu-ray of Justice League, the Zack Snyder cut. So the fucking internet will never be able to take that from me. I'll have that fucking 4K movie with me if the internet shuts down. I won't need to, access a portal to watch my goddamn movie. But like I've ranted about before, there hasn't been very much after 2020, 2021 that's been worth a shit until just recently with movies. Like Obsession is excellent, beyond excellent. Can't recommend it more. Backrooms is great. I think it needed to have more meat on the bone. I'm not going to walk that back from my first review of it, but completely original. I just can't think of anything right now. Odd Flesh, industrial metal. Man, there's so few industrial metal bands. I mean, there never has been. I mean, go back in time. It's like, okay, if you try to name them all, some of them you're going to like I said, Static X, you could say is industrial metal. It kind of doesn't feel right, though. But they're not doom metal. They don't fucking rap. But it's like the OG of all OGs is Fear Factory. And then after Fear Factory, what's next? I don't know. Maybe it is Static X. And then after Static X, what's next? I don't know. Maybe it's Godflesh. But I'll give them a listen. Because I've always wanted more industrial metal, but it just doesn't fucking exist. And then anytime I would go on like a hunt for it, I just hit a fucking wall. Oh yeah, man. It's like I've had the fucking flu for 2 weeks and I've been talking this long now that even staying hydrated, I'm just nothing but crust from my nostril down to my lungs. Gotta head to bed. All right, Dominique. I'll be here Sunday if you're still listening. Oh man, I don't know how to answer that right now. We looked at it a couple of weeks ago, if you remember. But I wouldn't consider Nine Inch Nails industrial metal. I would just call them the OG industrial alternative rock. You want to, but they were the OG. I mean, really before that was Ministry, and then there's cases to be made for other bands before Ministry. But it was Ministry which influenced Nine Inch Nails. But I mean, most people just slap only the word industrial on Nine Inch Nails. They don't add anything. I guess you could call it industrial rock, but Fear Factory is definitely industrial metal. Not the B says Mandela catalog is coming 2027. So glad to see YouTube horror be made in the movies. Doing a lot better than great. Okay. I'm going to have to check out Mandela catalog then, because that was something that flew under my radar, big time flew under my radar. Yeah, Power Man 5000, Power Man 5000 is, I'll tell you exactly what they are. They're if Rob Zombie's band and Static X gave birth to a band. if Rob Zombie was the dad, and Static X was the mom, the kid would be Power Man 5000. Oh, fuck yeah, of course we can get love for Deicide in the chat. There was this fucking guy that used to work on my car back in the old small town that I used to live on. He was like a metalhead too, but like he was scared legitimately because I think he was a little bit religious. I'm not I am not. I'm a conservative, but I am not religious at all. And I did love Deicide back then. I wore a lot of their shirts because they were edgelordy, and Cradle of Filth shirts because they were edgelordy, and I wanted to shock fuddy-duddy parents. And I remember the dude was working on my car, the piece of shit, one of the piece of shits that I owned, and he was like, man, I can't look at you while you're wearing that Deicide shirt. And he told me this story about how he was listening to Deicide while driving home from somewhere, and he thought God was punishing him because it brought down this great rainstorm on him and he couldn't see, and he wrecked his car, and he blamed Deicide for it. So I was like having to basically do this, like the cover. He was like, please don't show me the Deicide shirt. I'm scared of him. I wrecked my, God punished me and caused me to wreck my car. Oh my God, damn it. No, I mean, we'll dig back into it maybe if you're around Sunday, but like, I pulled up, if you remember, I pulled up everything that it could do. It's a lot, you know. You should, I mean, the guy, he wasn't saying it as a joke. He was like, man, I hate to say this, man. That Deicide shirt's freaking me out. It's like, you got to understand, man. See, what happened to me was I was coming back from Betty Sue's house, and I was playing the Floppity Doppity album, and then all of a sudden it started raining, and it rained harder and harder and harder. And I swear to God, it was God punishing me for playing Deicide. And God was telling me I needed to stop going down this road of hell and damnation. And he was going into that. And the rain was so bad that before I could even just tap out, well, he didn't say tap out, the word tap out, but like before I could give up and just pull off the side of the road and wait for the rain to pass, I just drove into it. And you gotta understand, people telling me shit like that my whole life, I've never been able to have like a poker face and not start laughing. And I was doing my best. I was just like, and I mean, I think the face I was making was actually accidentally giving off a, oh my God, I'm so concerned for you. When actually I was like, don't move, you'll start laughing. And he's working on your car, and this guy is a friend of yours and basically does it for free. All right, guys, my MacBook battery is now, because as you can see, I'm not plugged in, and this is how I see you. It is now at 1%. I got to call it a night. My throat's killing me. Got to wash my face. So thank you all for coming. Thank you all for coming back to stream number 2. Don't know what happened with stream number 1. Tech problems. Who knows? Thanks for coming back by. Hopefully I got some stories for Sunday. I might have some animations. Yeah. Enjoy the music on the way out if you're still here. I'm going to get into the shower. Thanks.
An old man turned 98. He won the lottery and died the next day. It's a black fly and your Chardonnay. It's a death row pardon 2 minutes too late.